Today, on the 5th day of the 9 days of Ram Katha, before we start the dialogue of the central topic, salutation to all the revered feet present in the Katha. All others, all of you are my listener, brothers, sisters, and wherever this story is being heard, seen, and understood, my salutations to all from the stage. There is a question that Bapu, this story that is going on here. Who was the happiest about that? Who would have been the happiest? It is a very lovely question. In a way, everyone is happy. If the one who does not have happiness written in his destiny is unhappy, then what should we do about it? Otherwise, who is not happy? But I must remember. About 9-10 years ago, Nagin Das Baba and I were sitting. Today, if he were here, he would narrate the daily story in English the next day. As he is not here, so I have to speak English, which these people are today. By doing what you are relaying in English, then we were sitting two only. So Bapa, tell me, Bapu, you said many times that you circumambulated the building of UNO. I said, Dada, yes, I did circumambulate. Assam Bhāe is our witness to ours. So he said, can't there be a Katha in the building of Uni? I said, Baba, I don't know. I do not know where the Katha will take me. And then we left this thing like this. So I was reminded of your question that perhaps the happiest is Nagin Baba. He is my homage. This man, his consciousness must be very happy. And wherever he is, in whatever form he is, we are people who believe in both previous birth and rebirth. That is why, and I do not believe that Nagin Bapa believed in liberation. He is Mehtavadi. Mehtavadi means Narsi Mehtavadi. The noble man don't ask for the liberation but asks for the rebirth. Why? Continual service, literary service, service of words, service of the world by ideas.
गुण संकीर्तन की सेवा, नित्य कीर्तन, कीर्तन मानी हरि कीर्तन नहीं, जिसमें शुभ है उनके गुण संकीर्तन की सेवा. विनोबा, नित्य सेवा, नित्य कीर्तन उत्सव. क्यों? निरखवा नंद कुमार, क्योंकि भूतल भक्ति पदार्थ मोटू, ये ब्रह्म लोक मां नाही रे. पुण्य करीने हमारा पूरी पाना, पढ़ते तो 84. गाँव कल, हाँ 1 मिनट चलो रखिएगा, धीरे धीरे सब मिल करके. वेद में एक सामंजस्य सूत्र सूक्त है, इसके 5 ही श्लोक है ऋग्वेद, कि समाज में सामंजस्य कैसे आए और यूनो का जो कार्यक्रम हो उनमें ये वेद के 4 मंत्र बहुत मदद कर सकते हैं. छोटा सा सूक्त है, मैं वो ले आया आपके सामने पेश करूंगा. मुझे स्मरण में नहीं तो मैंने पन्ना फाड़ लिया. ભરતખંડ ભૂતળમાં જન્મી જેને હરિગુણ गाया रे। ये जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ और मैं ही बोल रहा हूँ इंग्लिश इस रूप में जो पेश किया जा रहा है आज की एडवांस टेक्नोलॉजी के कारण, तो वो 2-3 भाई बहन जो कर रहे हैं ये सेवा में निकला। बोले बापू एक मिनट, आप हिंदी बोलते हैं उसका तो अंग्रेजी होता है, लेकिन बीच में जो गुजराती फेंकते हैं उसका नहीं हो पाता है। भूत भरत खंड भूतल जेने हरि गुण गाया रे। हरि गुण गाया मीन्स हरि का तो गाना। भारत रत्न पंडित भीमसेन जोशी उसकी भैरवी। जो भजे हरि को सेवा।
And pay attention to my listener brothers and sisters by God. I do not mean so small that Chaturbhuj Vishnu, that is there, this with entire Varkari sect, sings in Maharashtra, Ram Krishna Hari Rama, Krishna Hari Vinobaji, Sang Ram Krishna Hari, and finally removed the word Krishna and Ram Hari on written on his tombstone. So God means universal form. If the God means Vishnu, then Vishnu means universal. Who serves the world in massive form is Hari Bhajan. Sitting in a corner in your room, serving the takar is a Vaishnavi method, should be done, but that corner should be big, not small. Corner and dance, they are couple. So Nagin Baba cannot be a salvationist. Wherever his consciousness would be, it would be happy, and I hear you all give me something or the other. I did not know much about the 17 principles of the United Nations, but when I was told at night, I was given a complete list of the program. And Nagin Baba used to say, today this katha in Uno. I would like to say with great pleasure that before that, Talgajarda have already done 16 katha of Uno principles. 16 katha became this is 17, the 17th principles, Manas Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. There is a complete list of it. Sometimes I have done a story on cleanliness, sometimes on water, sometimes on new life, sometimes on water, sometimes this is the complete list that I have. Then I am surprised that I am entitled to come here. Because already I have done 16 stories, and see this coincidence, this is the 17th katha. This story is about the Nes Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. But the small consciousness will not be able to accept this, who are narrow-minded. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So this question was asked to me, hence I remembered, Nagin Baba, nobody knows whose wishes are getting fulfilled through Vyaspeeth. Then this boys became the reason. We already received the invitation to come after 3 years. We have come. So I felt more happy that, look, we did not have this in my mind. If we see the context of each subject, then if we observe it with discretion, then tomorrow evening we met my respected Suman Bhāe. This is his own way. Do literary work, but you all see, whenever he comes, he present an evaluation of every katha with a respectful discretion and intellect. But Vyaspeeth, it is okay for Morari Bapu, and then Shobit Bhāe comes to Charan, is half of him. Now what is the English of his half? Like Shobit Bhāe used to throw lines and kill them, Subit Bhāe drowns completely in lines. His own, and more than himself he throw of others. I am ready, sir. You have sung very good ghazals, and you have given the advance. You are live, absolutely live. I don't have any issue, as I will be on swing. The love of the heart and the harmony of the mind, in the words of Chaupai and Morari Bapu, is okay all the time. So all the children demanded that Chaupais and all these discourses should be in English so that it goes to young generation and how well they speak English. Then you gave us the happiness of being very happy. You have come to there always is silent blessing of Jeta Dada. You Brahmin deities are busy in your own field of work, in your own religion. In Brahmin karma, I have to come, a sannyasi of the Shankari tradition, came out of an odd situation and then became honored at the same place. Came from Dwarka, Padhare, Pujyapad, Swami Maharaj, a great Katha lover. Who is the best listener in the world? Thank you very much. Shobit Bhai. Yes, I listen, I am happy. But the best listener in the world, in emotional world, is Parikshit. It is difficult to find such an audience. Parikshit, it was said that if you have intensity, then wherever you go, the Guru will be present. And Parikshit means to observe around. Yes. Seeing the same truth from every angle, it is called Parikshit, from every corner to every place. And Parikshit is going, looking around in Shukratal on the banks of the Ganges. He has been cursed. His death is on the 7th day. The time is very short. He is seeing, where will be the Buddha person? Where will be the Buddha person? Where will the Buddha person be? And reaches where he had to go. Then he sees Balir Avdut in the form of a child in the Avdut garb. The children are blowing him mud, joking. Alakshalingam needs Labdushto, whose does not have any caste. The Buddha person has no caste. He is out of caste. Gandhiji was thrown out of his caste 500, 600 years ago. Narsin Mehta was also thrown out of his caste. The society did a favor to them, as they can't reside in a caste, as they need to get out. I did Katha on Ganika did like this, very calmly, with my Guru's grace. So the sages of the Ayodhya passed a resolution. A copy was also given to me saying Morari Bapu is out of the sage society. I also got very happy because I also can't fit in that. Or Widow Ganga has told us that. Have you seen, sir, from where a Brahmin takes birth? From the mouth of a Brahmin. From the mouth a Brahmin gets birth. From hands the Kshatriya gets birth. The thing is not about caste. From the mouth of the supreme Brahman appears. From the arms appears the Kshatriya. And from the legs the Vaishya. Charanarvindo, the one who serves the world and who discharges the most difficult religion, the service religion, manifests. The question is that from where does the saint appear who was thrown out of caste, religion? From mouth? No. From leg? No. From hands? No. I think that a saint appears from the heart of God, sadhvo hridayam mahyam. That's why the saints are out of caste, because God made them stay out of caste. Stay out of caste, caste, selection, election, select.
जाति रे छोड़ीने पांडवा अजाति मां रेवूं मेलवो वरणनो विकार मेलवो वरणनो विकार.
When we get the ego because of our caste, then our caste becomes vice. Whenever we eat something wrong, our skin gets swallowed, gets itchy, and we get urticarias. So society ate something wrong, and therefore the ego for the caste has been created. Or some known or unknown people have fed very well, so it became over-swallowed, it came out. An illiterate don't know about the knowledge of words. A woman from Samakyala who has attained, she said,
जाति रे पाती नहीं हरि केरा દેશમાં
એવી રીતે રહે
તો જાતિ પાતિ કુલ ધર્મ બડા ધન બળ પરિજન ગુણ ચતુરા.
When Shabri told Lord Rama that I am Bilni, I am lowly in lows, Maharaj, and there was a time that the women body was considered a little smaller than that of a man, yesterday Jai Bhai rightly said that this is the message of India, Nam Jati Bhed, giving equality to everyone. This is also one of the objective of this institution. And in Manas we have done Matradev Bhav, already gone. Shabri says, Lord, I am lowly, even in the lowly Bhilni, Adham se Adham, Adham ati nari, even I am mad and uneducated. What does Lord Ram say in Manas? Shabri ji, pleasant speaker, Valmiki ji calls pleasant speaker to Shabri. The praised praised the pleasant speaking. They didn't saw caste. There is a Doha in our folk language. Whose heart is bright, sincere, whose heart is bright, don't see their caste, whose heart is bright, don't see their caste. Avdesh etha khaye, bhildi na bor bhudra, bhildi's tasted berries were eaten by Lord Rama. Lord Rama ate rotten berries. Because you cannot see the caste, there is discussion about the equality. Jai Bhai also said, about Ahalya too. So Gandhiji was thrown out of his caste. To Mehtaji and to me too. I got that respect too, and if I do not get respect in Ayodhya, then how will I get in Ramayani? This is its place. Today take me to the birth of Ram. Why was Ram born in Ayodhya? I do not understand. God says, say all the land is of Gopal. Lord Shiva say, Hari Vyapak Sarvatra Samana. God manifests with love, but who manifests with love is why in only Ayodhya? Why not in Talgajarda? Why not in Mumbai? Why not in New York, America? He can appear anywhere, but why in particular Ayodhya? There is a reason. The reason is Ayodhya means where there is no war. Awad. Meaning of Awad means where no one kills anyone. Awad, where there is no war, there God appears. This is in Ayodhya. So when the war will end in the whole world will become Ayodhya. The whole world will become Awad. Then Ram will appear in every house. Otherwise, why Ayodhya? So it was said that Lord Krishna said that Sambhavam Yuge Yuge. Our Gunvant Bhai says. Sambhavami Kshane Kshan. It can appear from there immediately. So God, I have also got this honor in Ayodhya. I am very happy. Yes, the one who walks on path, they have no caste. There is no caste for it. Look at the path. Do not look at the walker. What path he is going? Which path he is going? This sacrifice of speech. I promised you yesterday, I will bring the mantra of Rig Veda that we speak only Vaikari. Parapashchanti Madhyama is still suppressed. I wrote what Rigved says. I remembered that I had said yesterday that maybe I will bring it. You will say, please Sumit Bhai, permission? I sometimes feel that I am doing Katha like playing with such a child. I speak like such a child, easy joy. Otherwise, I have been speaking for 65 years. I think I will get bored, but I don't get bored. I emerge every day. Sometimes, by the grace of the Guru, someone or the other, like Jai Bhai, was telling to do, I am getting everything. What do I do? How do I stop myself? So I would have been immediately thinks when it will be morning, when it will be 10 o'clock, and when I give it to the audience in Prasad. Give it to my audience. This is my experience. I enjoyed it very much. I had a lot of fun. I was asked by someone one day, a journalist, that why do you tell Ram Katha? I had given 3 or 4 reasons. The last reason I told them is I can't stop myself.
કોને કહું દિલડાની વાત કોને કહું દિલડાની વાત मैंने लिख लिया, ये ऋग्वेद का मंत्र है, हम सब बोलेंगे। शब्दों को ऐसे ऐसे करके मैं आपके सामने पेश करूं। चत्वारि वाक्, चार प्रकार की वाणी। चत्वारि वाक्, चत्वारि वाक्, परिमीता, परिमीता, पदानि, पदानि, तानि, तानि, विदुर ब्राह्मणा, विदुर ब्राह्मणा, विदुर ब्राह्मणा, ये मनीषिणः, मनीषिणः, मनीषिणः। भाई वो ध्वज गिर गया, जरा ठीक करा दो। यूनाइटेड नेशन का ध्वज, उसको जरा ठीक से फिर करो। वेद मंत्रों के साथ फिर ध्वजारोहण हो जाए। चत्वारि वाक्, चत्वारि वाक्, परिमीता, परिमीता, पदानि, पदानि, तानि, तानि, विदुर ब्राह्मणा, विदुर ब्राह्मणा, ये मनीषिणः, केवल ब्राह्मण नहीं, मनीषिणः। अब देखो देखो, एक अर्थ में ब्राह्मण की व्याख्या कर देते। मनीषिणः, गुहात्रीणि, तीन वाणी तो अभी गुफा में है, वो हम तो वैखरी बोल रहे हैं। गुहात्रीणि, क्या करती है? निहिता, निवास करती है, गुफा में है, गोपनीय है। गुहात्रीणि, निहिता, निहिता, नेगयन्ति, नेगयन्ति, तुरीयं, 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 वाचो, 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 मनुष्या, मनुष्या, वदन्ति, वदन्ति।
This is Rigveda. Chatvari is vak, from that three are sacred. And sometimes I do someone's poem, someone's post, someone's ghazal, someone's article, mine, my knowing, not to believe. Sometimes, Suman Bhai, I read some such article. I read some poem. I think that this is not a vekri. We are taking head out of the cave. Otherwise, this share emerged. How does this poem emerged? The same with verse. Look at Pritam's verse. He came out from the cave. Premanand lecture. Came out of cave. Look at the story of Tribhuvan Dada. I think it went out of the cave. There is a secret speech. This glory of his is giving us, and you, a lot of joy, I had promised. So I have written that. And another work, this is a letter from another person, Bapu, from a true incident. Bapu, a Buddha person, has two proteges, didn't knew one another, came to contact through satsang. Buddha person knows one and not another. And listening to the satsang from far away, I will say, in short, it's so lengthy, Gujarati makes it lengthy. That's why Gujarati lives longer. Many tells me that we know Gujarati what you speak, but we cannot understand these Gujarati people. Even there are 5,000 people, they sits in first line, our turn doesn't come. In summary, this is a letter from a person. It is written that the Buddha man was called by his known protege to his house. So we came to know that he was coming here, so we went. When he went, we asked the one who was our acquaintance that Mahatma was coming to your house. Then he said no. Today he is very tired. Very tired. So he refused everyone that no one will meet. No one. Then what should we do? We left. But later we came to know that the tired guru met everyone twice. So if they meet twice, then this Buddha, why did his dependent lie? It is a very touching question. One should not lie. But in some places we should never lie. There are 5 nectars in the world and 3 poisons. 5 nectar. If we want to bring world peace, then we have to be free from 3 poisons and need to drink 5 nectars. You and me decide something. We don't know who wrote it, but regards written 3 times in the bottom of the letter. Let's keep a place where we will not lie. Speech is a sacrifice. True speech is a sacrifice. Loving speech is a sacrifice. Compassionate speech is a sacrifice. Where a sacrifice takes place, I am not forgetting, not knowing where I am going. Stop me. Speech is a sense. When the rein of the horse loosens, it runs. I said this yesterday also. Which speech is a sacrifice? This is speech is sacrifice. Which speech? Loving speech, compassionate speech. This sacrifice is going on. There are 5 things in the sacrifice, which are our classical tradition. There should be 5 things. One is, all 5 is required. It is yagna panchang. There are 5 parts of sacrifice. This is the prasad of sacrifice. Which we observed, he remembers that wherever the first part of the sacrifice is the mantra, without the mantra, sacrifice cannot be there. Mantra is necessary. The mantra you many people do. Gayatri sacrifice, at least Gayatri. Although this Gayatri mantra is not all in the Vedas, Savitra mantra is there. Om Bhubhuva Swaha. That is not the Gayatri mantra. Gayatri mantra has become famous. Suvit Bhāe, you are the creator, you are a poet. This is not Gayatri mantra. It is the mantra of the sun. Gayatri is his verse. Gayatri is a verse. So from Gayatri mantra, Om Bhurbhutat Saviturvaranyam, it became famous. It is a verse. Gayatri is a verse. God, in Gita also, by verses the glory has been sang. Chanda Samaham said in Gita, so mantra is needed. Some do sacrifice to Vishnu, sacrifice to Indra. Mantra first. Second liquid is required. In the sacrifice, you have to do some offering. You want ghee, you want samit, barley, bottom, etc., etc., fruits, whatever depends on the sacrifice. So you want liquid. Third, you need is method. It has a method. The method is Vidhi Vidhan. Daksh Prajapati of Ramcharitmanas did the sacrifice without method. It failed. Method means Brahma. You cannot forget Brahma who made this. So sacrifice failed. And Daksh had catastrophe. This part of the sacrifice is method. Fourth part is emotion. Every part is necessary. And the fifth understanding is needed. I am using the word understanding. But it is said wisdom is needed, knowledge. But we should be conscious, sit passionately. While sitting in sacrifice, you're not sitting in the marriage or reception. I am sitting to sacrifice the world. I am not sitting on the throne of praise, sitting on the throne of sacrifice. There should be an understanding that I am doing this sacrifice to sacrifice, not in retaliation, for the sacrifice of my emotion and ego. When Daksh had sacrifice is to show Shiva to in retaliation. There are many sacrifices like this in our Puranas. Vishwamitra did many sacrifices. Vishwamitra has sacrificed to stop the upward trend of Vishwamitra. So this is not like only we have ego and jealousy. Rama's guru was also named Vishwamitra, but no one can raise finger to him. There are 2 Vishwamitra. One is the soul of Brahma's son Manas, who became Rama's guru. He refused to teach Rama that I will not teach any king. I am a sage. Then Brahma said, in which school you will teach, in that school the god will be incarnated. On that thing he agreed, because he knows that in the scriptures, rituals are the uppermost deeds and the middle deeds. This was considered as middle deeds. But another one, same but his reincarnation. There is some person was doing Indra Yagna, and Vashishthaji was invited to Indra's yagna, and Nimi, also Suryavanshi king, Nimi performed the sacrifice. Vasishthaji was invited to Nimi. Vasishthaji said to Nimi, "Brother, I have been the first Indra's house in his sacrifice. Then I will come to your sacrifice." The teacher said it was right. So he went Indra's house. There Nimi couldn't wait and misinterpreted that Indra is big, so my guru went there and we are lower, so took so long. So at that time, King Nimi called 3 different sages and completed the sacrifice. Vasishtha came to know this and got angry. Subhash Bhatt was telling me, or I read it in book. A Sufi sant named Hassan was there. He asked God that, who is the highest noble man? God replied, your neighbor. What did Jesus say? You know in English, love thy neighbor, love thyself. Then I did not understand English. Let it go. I spoke from the heart that I like a lot when someone speaks English. This voice comes from America, Britain, from other countries. I tell them speak in English for 5 minutes. I like it very much. And if you also speak Gujarati, then I would hop. So I was telling you that the Vasishthaji got angry. Nimi called 3 different sages and completed the sacrifice. So the good emotion should be combined with sacrifice to show, to oppose. If you insulted me to show, to take revenge, then we will not spare you. There such a story is such a story in the life of Vishwamitraji. All this is in the Vedas. Sir, it is not me, but in the Bhagavad. So it is said that Vishwamitraji is such a great man that after pouring the committee, fire appears. Such a brilliant Vishwamitraji. Bhagavatkar says, you yourself can find that you should. If you could not find, tell me, I will find and take. If in writing, left the religion of student after penance. After doing penance and left and accepted the Brahmavarka's religion, this Bhagavad says Brahmin Brahmarshi, and in the end, the same Vasishthaji also gave him the Brahmarshi position. Very benevolent, hoping to create a new heaven. Imagine what a person he must have been. Even created a new heaven for Trishanku, also sent him up, saying heaven was created for you, if it went up. Gods are selfish. When he used to go to heaven there, Indradi pushed him, no, not here, not here, not here. Then the poor man was coming down, and Vishwamitra came to know that Trishanku is coming down. Vishwamitra then said that no, you stop now, that poor man has stopped. Vishwamitra said that I will create a new heaven for you. But he roamed there. Even today people do not say his condition is like a Trishanku. Whether I go here or there, the glory of penance is amazing. The Vedas also say that since then, Brahma, the creator of the world, which is written in the Manas, since then, Vishnu, since Nirvana nourishes everyone. So it is not a sacrifice to take revenge, a sacrifice with emotion, harmony, and the 5th is understanding of wisdom. This is your own. The sacrifice of truthful speech, loving speech, and compassionate speech is going on in this building of the world body. So what is the mantra in this? Who is the mantra? Which? The main 2 lines that took the Chaupaya are the mantra. Every day we sing, every day we sing, every day we sing.
Akhila bisva yaha saba
barābari, dāyā,
saba
So Sufi saint asked God, who is the virtuous soul in the world? God said, your neighbor. There is no gentleman like your neighbor. No one speaks that good speech. Everyone respects him. It is so good that he went near and saw that the man looks like gentleman. So the next day, this Sufi saint asks God that who is the most evil soul in the world? The God said, your neighbor. There is a very amazing line of the Osho. Osho says, you'll become with whom you will get mixed. Hang out. If you connect with the truth, you will become the embodiment of truth yourself. If you connect with falsehood, then you yourself become an idol of falsehood, with whom a man, so young brother and sister, Abhishek, hey, this is the slag of our Talgajarda's shepherds, absolutely rural. When says, hey, the sheep and goats start to get in line, so young brothers and sisters with whom we get mixed with, maintain, at least be connected to ideas, goodness, so that in time, as time is ripe, we become like this. There is a goat story. A shepherd was taking a goat. It is a big story. It has come out. There were 3 robbers. They wanted to snatch that goat, then thought how to snatch it. Then he had goat on his shoulder. Then at one turn there was a fraudster. Then he said that, oh brother, a dog is very good. From where did you buy it? When did you buy it? Very good. He said, brother, it is a goat. It is not a dog. Hey man, okay, what you have to say? It's yours. The rest the dog is good. So much said and left. Then he went ahead, and the other was standing on the other mode. Oh, it's a very good dog. Hey, this is a goat. This is a goat. Man, why lie so much? It is good in the day, but it is good. Good breed dog. Good. Where is it selling? And the second time, the same thing was connected. Then he started having doubts, so he got down the goat, which I am not wrong with the dog. Then he saw, then took it on the shoulder. Then at the third place, a person was standing. He said, you want to sell this dog? Then he felt that it is definitely a dog. And then he left the goat there, and he went away. He felt that the world should think me a fool, that I had gone to take the goat and came with a dog. He went to his home, and the 3 of them walked with the goat, with whom we get involved. In time we will becomes. If it connects with the ultimate, it becomes ecstasy. The one who connects with Brahman becomes Brahmanand, and the one who connects with the subject continuously becomes Vishyanand. That is the only piece of Ashoka. Whoever you associate with, you will become like that. The company has a lot of influence, so you should not think wrong. If you think it is a sacrifice or a sacrifice of speech, then these 2 verses are mantra in it. Then Asan asked, God on the 3rd day, that's it. On the first day he said, this is a virtuous soul, and the second sinful soul, what should I do? Yesterday it was a virtuous soul, today it is a sinful soul, and it is possible that the next day he will become virtuous again. Goswamiji says that if people get in bad company, then they become one thing. If they get good company, then they become something else. So the mantra of this story is these 2 quadrupeds of the entire world. This is my remedy for all. I give equal mercy to all. All are dear to me. Everything is produced by me. Most of all, I like human beings. These 2 mantras of mine are, in my view, the yagna which is going on here. In between, that thing about Narsin Mehta also got left out. Sorry. Yesterday Jaibai was saying. So when we give the Narsin Mehta award in Junagadh, then Narsin Mehta is definitely. Narsin Mehta was very old. Jaidev Bhai gave good suggestion. Devotion should be young. Veda has expectation from teachers that teacher should be young in every way. As you were saying, what student want to learn in morning, the teachers learns it at night. Saints should be young. Teachers should be young. Worshipper should be young. It's not for them who has pain in ankles, ankle pains when you did too much work, but it should not pain while doing bhajans. If you had eaten too sweet, then you will have pain in your ankle if you have diabetes. So these 2 lines are mantra, and now it needs substance. What is substance? Substance is while listening to the katha, the listener has tears. If a tear comes in the eyes of the listener, that is the substance, writes Tulsi.
राग बदलने का कोई दिक्कत नहीं। गद गद जीरा नयन बहनी मम गुण गा मम गुण गा मम गुण
Singing and listening to the character of God, if you ever dabble in the corners of the eye, then understand this is the true speech in the sacrifice. It is sacrifice-loving speech. The compassionate speech is the substance of the sacrifice. Liquefaction is the substance of the sacrifice. Our body starts becoming liquid, Goswami says. If there is no desire, no conceit, no ego, I become subservient to it, I become subservient to it, then there is a mantra. This is a quadruped, a liquid emotion. A man cannot speak, feel difficulty, so this is a mantra, this is a matter. The third method is that in this sacrifice, in that sacrifice, there should be a method, which is this. This is speech sacrifice. What is the method for it? Singing with faith and listening with faith. This is the method written in the ancient hymn, Dr. Sir, don't cheat the faithful person. Every person in the world should not cheat anyone. But never betray the believers, the one who has trusted you. The Guru trusts the disciple that this is mine, this is mine, this is mine. Trust him. There should not be cheating, there should not be lying or not. The Guru is tired. Tired? If he got tired, then he is not a Guru. Guru should be light. He should be awake 24 hours. Narsin Maheta writes that. Then what can we do? Keep getting aside and yawn. Make tea by going into kitchen. Eat chevda. Eat sev mamara. I have in my room, that's why I asked. So Maheta said, he says saints should not sleep, but that much sleep. But Narsin Maheta also says, it's not just not sleeping. You should not criticize anyone. Don't say, why are you still sleeping to anyone? So you do not criticize. Who can relinquish criticism in day and can relinquish sleep in night, can do bhajan day night. That's the difference in day and night.
जाहरे पाछली घट घड़ी साधु से निद्रा ने परहरी समरवा श्री हरि निद्रा छोड़ीने પછી શું કરવું સમરવા શ્રી હરિ હરિને સમરવા નિદ્રા ને પરહરી और एक तू यम कहूं रात
So the Father is the mantra, the quadruplet is substance, the liquefied mind is the method, faith is faith. So I believe that it is written in Manas, if there is no faith, then there is no devotion. If there is no faith. In my understanding, I was once asked in a quiz on Guru Purnima, what is the method of chanting Ram name? I said there is no method. Chant with faith. Gandhi had chanted with faith, gave freedom to the country, and made a big revolution. You read whatever statements Gandhi made on Ram mantra, my work, when it seems that there is no choice now. The name of Rama supported me. He has supported me. As the Mahatma says, the method is faith. I sing with faith. You listen with faith. This is the method. If there is no other method, then mantra, material, method, and feeling. Feeling, sometimes we do something. Such and such person did good deed. But they do it with ill will. Nowadays it's happening in the world that so many tantric yagyas are being performed to bring down others due to not being able to tolerate them. For me, he is there. Otherwise, I have many problems too. We went to 12 Jyotirlingas. 3 experiments were being conducted at that place. Just imagine I got this information. So emotion, not ill emotion. Therefore I said we don't need yantra
or Tantra Manav. We need Mantra Manav, who is thoughtful, who has good thoughts. I said that many times. Take first word of Ramcharitmanas. Varna, caste is the first word. Many people said Tulsidas ji was castis, Brahmist. Those who do not have knowledge of Ramayana, those people live in some areas and say something or the other that Tulsi did this. But you read Manas from the beginning to the end, then say something, first write the caste, and the last word of Ramcharitmanas is human. Tulsi says that my caste is not one society, my caste is human, I just keep humans in center. So yagya can be done with emotion. For yagya, Tulsi ji is adding the word devotion, sacrifice with emotion. So the emotion is the fourth element of Pancham. Fifth is understanding. So we are sitting in the building of the world organization, Vedic mantra, for here is already written in it how the world should be, the world organizations. Entire program is also mentioned in the Vedas. I was requesting you that reconciliation, formula, unity, coordination, dialogue is its formula. His first mantra is, just a minute, I'll give you the number. I've tore that page. I wasn't memorized. Rigved Mandal 10. Note down if you need the proof. Rigved Mandal 10, Supt 191. It has only 5 mantras. What the world body wants to do, there is blessing in the 5 mantras that what should happen. Yesterday Jai was saying heartbrokenly that look at the culture of the India, look at the thoughts of the India, you take note of what the sages of India have said. The fragment of this sukta, this Rigveda, which I repeatedly utter, Sangachadvam, Sangvam, Sangachadvam, together, we all go together, the mantra of the world organization. All together, one work should. We should go together. We should not go in different directions. A brother married 2 women. So the one who married the first one lived upstairs. The second was downstairs. So when the poor man went home, he used to stay downstairs. Other hold his hand and pull that you stay here. The seed above holds the hand and says, come up. Such a condition when we do not walk together, like condition of a man with 2 women. Such is the condition will country have. Such is the condition will world have. Then I will make the hut in ground. Just give me food on time. A man was running. A Baba was there. Baba salutations. Have you saw a woman going from here? He said, brother, many people go from here, but tell me any name. Her name is Fajeti, 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 named woman passed from here. Sadhu felt that the Fajeti name is amazing. So the monk was curious that, what is your name? Tell me. He said, fool, there is only Fajeti can be can with a fool, and nothing can happen with him. I had read somewhere with him. It was of Osho, O Pranam. So Sangachadvam, one goes here, other goes there. Pope will give me support. A single person will be tired. Here at World Organization, I will plant the seed. Nuclear will be made. I am not saying write this on wall. Jai Bhai said that he has got the photo of Narsingh Mehta with frame and gift. The World Organization. Keep it if you want. Keep it some wall. Mehta should be here. So for this mantra.
Sangachadvam, Sangachadvam, Samvadadvam.
We should walk together and we should speak the same. One speaks this, one comments this, one comments that there is sir, there is no one voice. On the occasion of the 15th August or 26th January of the independence of India, when one had sung a song from by the musicians and singers, was in Bhairavi, was it not in Bhairavi? When my tune and your tune merge, so when voice is one Sangvadavam, there is the seed. We should walk together and we should speak together, you see. In marriages, when a single lady sings, it doesn't sound good. But when the entire cart is singing, it sounds good. There was one for one village. The voice never broke.
છોકરાના લગ્ન ગીત ગાઈ નાખો, હજી તો સગાઈ થવાની છે. ઋષિનો મહિમા છે. છોકરીનું નામ મહિમા છે. और मैं ऋषि का महिमा गा रहा हूं. साहब इन दिनों में वेद के ऋषि होगा. એ વરરાજા, એ મુરલા ગહેકાટ કરતો રહેજે. શાદી કર્યા પછી ડિપ્રેસ નહીં થતો. મન મોર બની ધન ગાટ કરે, મન મોર બની ધન ગાટ કરે, મન મોર બની ધન ગાટ કરે, મન બની ધન ગાટ. મારું મન મોર બની ધન ગાટ કરે, મન મોર બની ધન ગાટ કરે. પાકીઝા ફિલ્મ આંધળાને તમે આંખો દીધી છે, લંગડાને દીધા પાન, ઓઢિયાના દાતા ઓઢ મટાડ્યા. હવે મારો શું છે વાંક રે, મારો તમારે એ બારને દખ બંધન દેવી પરબ 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 બાવડી. अखिल विश्व यह मोर upāyā, सब पर मोहि barābari dāyā. सब माम प्रिय, सब मम upajāe. सब ते
In this marriage song, the groom is called as Peacock Nishith. Come here, we are talking about you. If you bow down to book and get married, that's enough. Muni is going to be mother-in-law. But Muni, keep in mind that mother-in-law also was daughter-in-law. We'll keep in mind, Raju, where is he? Mahima, you came? Be happy, be happy. How much work I have done alone. but did to unite, never to divide. So in this, the groom is called peacock. This is I wanted to talk about. Groom, you go to east, go to Ayodhya, go to Kashi, go to Vrindavan, go to India, also go to America, a western country, go east and west. But don't forget your bhāva, that a pandit has fire, has light up, and read the verses of Veda. You both were united by it, so don't get separated. You can go to America, you can go to Amreli, go to the village of Ramesh Parekh. But remember while returning that
बोलता राधे रे संगच्छध्वम, चलो हम साथ साथ चले और संवदध्वम, हम साथ में गाए, एक सुर में गाए, मिले सुर मेरा, भैरवी कर रहे છે ને આ છોકરા વગાડે હું આમ જરા મુસ્કુરાવું ને સમજો બહુ સારું વગાડ્યું છે. આંખો મીચી જાઉં ત્યારે તમારે સમજી જ જવાનું કે તોડી નાખે એવું વગાડ્યું છે. आपने हमने तो कितने गायकों के सुने, हनुमान जी की कृपा और भारत रत्न बिस्मिल्लाह खां, जब हनुमान जी के चरणों में शहनाई बजाते, राम जी मंदिर की तलगाजरडा की प्रतिष्ठा, और बिस्मिल्लाह खां साहब, उसकी एक खूबी आपने उसकी बॉडी लैंग्वेज देखी होगी. इतने शहनाई वादक साथ में होते हैं, लेकिन वो करके छोड़ देते हैं, फिर जो दूसरा अच्छा टुकड़ा कर, जो उसकी मुस्कुराहट, ये था संवदध्वम, मिले सुर मेरा, गाइए मिले सुर मेरा, ओ सुर बने ये हमारा, ओ सुर बने ये हमारा, सुर की नदिया हर दिशा से, सुर चाहता हूं विश्व संस्था के मंच से, गाओ साथ में एक सुर में तो सुर बने जसराज जी टुकड़ा डाले, भीमसेन बापा टुकड़ा डाले, एक एक अर्धी मिनिट 40 सेकंड ओहो स्क्रीन ने फाटी जवानुं मन थाय। स्क्रीन ने एम कहे कि दाद दिया। आ बधा ज संगीत के उपासकों को मेरी अंजलि है साहब। सधीरा कर भजन भगवान नु तो नावड़ी तारी। सधीरा नावड़ी तारी कर पण केम कर भजन भगवान नावड़ी भैरवी तो भैरवी होती। पड़ी जंजीर, हमारे पाँव पड़ी जंजीर। हे कन्हैया कैसे आऊं जमुना, कैसे आऊं कैसे आऊं जमुना के तीर, जमुना के तीर, जमुना के तीर। संवदध्वं संगच्छध्वं संवदध्वं। साथ साथ गाए, पूरा विश्व साथ में गाए। ये ऋग्वेद का संदेश है, हम साथ साथ चले। तो संगच्छध्वं संगच्छध्वं संवदध्वं संवनांसि जानताम् सम्मनांसि जानताम्।
We understand and read each other's minds with conscience and create unity of mind. Why?
देवा भागम यथा पूर्वे, देवा भागम यथा पूर्वे, देवा भागम यथा पूर्वे, संजानाना उपासते।
The sage of the Vedas says, our elders worshipped in this form that go together, speak together, become one mind, which the big program of this world organization shows.
समानो मंत्र, समानो, हमारा मंत्र हमारा विचार समान हो। हम एक साथ में सोचे। समानो मंत्र, चश्मा मारे।
Dushabai has made a poem. Didn't I told you how this shawl is falling down? Then a lady said to use a pin. On that Dushabai has made a comedy poem. He said Bapu can bring 2 glasses, but how can he have 2 shawls? He can't have shawls on his each shoulder. Very comedy poem he made. Can I sing you a poem? You will be happy. Attention.
पैरवी में रख दो। Try, I will try. वीते वसमी काली रात, मां कश्चिद दुख मापनुया।
The relation between Gujarati and Sanskrit, this is anyway because there was Bervisur. Everyone's black night should pass. This is the verse of this sukta. Sarve bhavtu sukhina, surve bhavatu niravai, sarve batrani kashyantuma kashti dukhyanu. There are 2 chapters. Dukh Bhav. But here the main chapter has been taken. Don't give sadness to others. This is only India can think. Only India. Manish. Everyone be happy. Everyone be healthy. Get healthy.
भद्राणी, जब तक आयुष हो शतम जीवे में शरद जीवे, और परमात्मा करे ना कश्चिद दुख मापनुया। सर्जक प्रार्थना कर रहा है। बीते वसमी काली रात, मां कश्चिद दुख मापनुया। સૌને સૌનું મળે પ્રભાત, સૌને પોતાનું। અહીંયા સૂરજ ઉગે, ભારતના કેટલા સમય ઉગતો હશે, ફલા કેવું, સૌને પોતપોતાનું અજવાળું પ્રાપ્ત થાય। માં કશ્ચિદ દુઃખમાં घात न हो आघात, कहीं घात न हो न कहीं आघात हो। घात न हो आघात, मां कश्चिद दुख मापनु याद। નિશાસાને થઈ જાય નિરાશ, કોઈના મુખમાંથી નિશાસો ન નીકળે, હાય હાય નો માં કશ્ચિત દુઃખ आंखों आया हो पूर। परिस्थिति ऐसी आए कि रुदन के सिवा और कोई चारा न। आंखों आया हो पूर। અને યાર પડછાયો તો સાથે રહે ને, હા, બીજા બધા જતા રહે, પણ પડછાયા પણ થયા હો દૂર. ऐसी विषम परिस्थिति दूर कोई મળે એમાં, ऐसी स्थिति में कोई મળે और મલકે અને દે હાથ, માં કશ્ચિત દુઃખ શું ચિંતા કર, દુઃખ નહીં બેટા, કોઈ ચિંતા નહીં, કોઈ મલકે, કોઈ હાથ દે, કોઈ પકડે ના બેટા, ખુશ રહો. કોઈ રોટલો રડતું હો, કોઈ રોટલો રડતું હો અને કોઈ કુવે પાણી ભરતું હો. કામડું આવે છે, કોઈ રોટલો ઘડે, કોઈ કુવે પાણી ભરે. હવે તમે જુઓ, કોઈ રોટલો રડતું હો, રડતું રોટલી રોજી રડે, કો કુવે પાણી ભરતું, પણ કોઈ ન પૂછે એની જાત. કોઈ પૂછે ને તું કઈ જાતનું છે, પાણી ભરે, તું કઈ રોજી રોટી કઈ કઈ નહીં, કોઈ ન પૂછે એની જાત, કારણ માં કશ્ચિત દુઃખ. દેણ કરીને વાવી હો, વાવણી કરી હોય, કરજો લઈને બીજ લઈને વાવ્યું, દેણ કરીને વાવી હો અને પરસેવે નવરાવી હો. એ મુરજાશે નહીં એની મોલાત, માં કશ્ચિદ દુઃખ. એને મબલક પાક ઉતરશે. હૈયા है विश्व संस्था से विश्व को संदेश, હૈયામાં તકરાર ન હો, હાથોમાં હથિયાર ન હો. જયભાઈ કાલે કહેતો હતો કે વેર અને યુદ્ધનું બીજ જાતપાતમાં નથી હોતું, હથિયારોમાં, માનવીના ચિત્તમાં હોય છે. ये तो यहां के उसमें बंधारण में भी किसी का अभिप्राय है. હૈયામાં તકરાર ન હો અને હાથોમાં હથિયાર ન હો. આપણને બધાને મળે ક્ષમા જેવી તાકાત, ક્ષમા જેવી તાકાત મળે. માં કશ્ચિત દુઃખમાં. સળગાવેલો ચૂલો હો, અતિથિ માટે રોટલો, સળગાવેલો ચૂલો હો કે પ્રગટાવેલો ધૂણો હો. સળગાવેલો ચૂલો હો કે પ્રગટાવેલો ધૂણો હો. અમૃત કરે એની આરાધ, માં કશ્ચિત દુઃખમાં. પ્રણવ પંડ્યા. માં કશ્ચિત દુઃખમાં. તો સમાનો મંત્ર, સમાનો મંત્ર. આ ભગવાને કાન આટલા માટે જ આપ્યા છે. કાનનો તો આનું થાત શું, ક્યારે ક્યારે. સમાનો મંત્ર, સમિતિ, સમાની, સમાનમ, મનઃ, સહ, ચિતમેષામ, ચિતમેષામ, સમાનમ, મંત્રમભિ, મંત્રયે, વહ, સમાનેન, હો, ભવિષા, જુહોસી, સમાની, સમાનીવ, આકુતિઃ, સમાના, હૃદયાનિ ચ સમાનમસ્તુ, वो मनो यथा वह सुसहासती। ये सामंजस्य मंत्र है। हमारा मन समान हो, हमारी बुद्धि समान हो, हमारा विचार समान हो, हमारा चलना गाना, ये सबकी एकता का ये मंत्र है। और आखिर में मेरे देश की मनीषा, मेरे देश का ऋषि कहता है कि सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामया, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःख भाग् भवेत्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। और श्रावस्ती का मंत्र साधु
In the Buddhist tradition, Buddhist monks, the Shanti mantra is amazing. Every day we get the Shanti mantra recited, and we start with the Shanti mantra daily. There is a verse of Vedas too, but when meet Buddhist monks, then
Sadhu 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 Sadhu.
It feels very good, which let us feel bliss. To him we can call saint. Saint and bliss are pair. In Jainism, saints say, "Are you in heaven? Are you in heaven?" Was, absolutely was. You will come here, and then bliss went away. There is a poetry of Anil from Surat. Still a person haven't reached to another person, and the road is on the way. So still a person haven't reached to another person. We failed, but have heard that the path is being built for a long time. But a man did not reach a man. Gani Dahiwala says, we don't need to go upside, not downside, but inside each other's heart. This is the exact translation of that verse. So the Vedas are root. If the roots are downside, you can dig it. But its roots are in the sky. You cannot dig it. If it is in the earth, people are ready to dig with axe and all to remove roots. But roots of Vedas are upside. You cannot reach it. Today, lot of thing happened.
तो गनी भाई को भी अंजलि दे दे। कद नानु शोभित भाई, कद नानु पण पद मोटू, कविता मोटी। ना धरा सुधी लाखा भाई गढ़वी जोड़िया गीता जयंती में लाखा भाई गढ़वी गाता था। हम तो शायद पुरुषोत्तम उपाध्याय का शायद उसका कम। उस्मान भी अच्छा गाता है। वो हमारा बाबरा के पास का युवक गुजर गया, वो भी अच्छा गाता है। हृदय नियागवधि गणित खुद ईश्वर कृपा करनी। કોઈ શ્વાસ બંધ કરી ગયું કે પવન ન જાય. શું કવિતા છે! મીટર તો જુઓ, મીટર તો જુઓ.
There is a song in Jain religion. Raju wanted to go to the east, but came to the west. Son, the matter, Harindra Devi. I should remember them here at World Organization. This is our arena. This is our arena. This is no such regular arena. It is the arena of love, the arena of truth, the arena of compassion. I remember all these things. These boys take everything. Then who is taking from whom? That only God knows. Having so much fun. And jai bhai. If you have a bicycle and has an only bicycle for the entire life, then people have no problem. But if you buy a BMW, then people will say he even not had a bicycle and bought BMW. The world has a problem because we are having fun, not else. Subhash Bhai says, when you are unhappy, 8-10 people gather. What happened? How it happened? It should not have happened. Happened because of you. But when you are having a function, no one is ready to give has. So have a fund. So there are 5 types of nectar, 3 types of poison. The difficulties in our life is poison. Difficult situation. The second poison is inequality. The difference between each other. This is poison. The third subject is poison. It's universal. Leave the world. That was told by Ashtavakra to Janaka. Poison, oddity, odd situation, disharmony, halahal. What is the meaning of halahal? It's a single word, but let's subtract it. It becomes hala plus hala, which means sometimes it's here, sometimes it's there, sometimes it's steady. That's poison. So halahal, Shiva becomes steady after drinking poison, after chanting the name of Rama, hal, ahal, when you see a human, pious person one day, and the next day he is a demon. This condition is poison, difficult condition poison. This is not my words. This is of Pandit Ramdinkarji Maharaj. In the beginning of Kishkinda Kand, this description was there. Difficult condition is difficult poison, but there are 5 nectars in front of him. Poison is 3. Children nectar is 5. We are in profit and pardon. Every pardon nectar. The second nectar is tenderness. The third nectar is satisfaction. 4th nectar is mercy. And 5th nectar is truth. O Janaka, consuming these 5 nectars is like nectar. This is Panchamrit. 5 to bring world peace in the world should be picked up from here too. Forgiveness. Anger is poison. Forgiveness is nectar. Anger is poison. When you get angry for any reason in the house, then understand we are not drinking nectar.
We are drinking the poison of anger, so be careful. When anger comes, immediately look at your face in the mirror. How perverted we become, how best we become. Anger is poison, forgiveness is nectar, harshness is poison, tenderness, simplicity, spontaneity. Don't tell anyone anything. To find the God, don't say anything that is nectar. Harshness is poison, mercy is poison, cursing is poison, curse is poison for others, and mercy, discontentment, whole life, discontentment. Discontent, this poison which people do not satisfy. They are constantly drinking poison. There is Shankar in every house, but Shankar had drunk for the welfare of the world, and we are insatiable, insatiable. So much we have got, now and got. Everyone gets the boon of happiness, but there should be some limit somewhere. Do this, do this, do this. 125 crore. It's audible. Ramesh Bhai, audible. Shall I say something to you? Are you listening? He was going to sell his hotel in Goa, so I don't only sing the virtues of Rama, but of the people too. Wherever there is something good, then I don't have any hesitation in saying it from the podium, because my human, my Ram, is in human form. He is a two-armed God, not four-armed. Yes, my human. Arvind, who imagined God as the supermind. The Vedas spoke of the world human. The human should be such that the world human should have two hands, but works like having four hands. Being human has two hands, and being God donate with four hands, for everyone he does. This is a funny thing. Ramesh Bhai said, can be sold for 100 crore. It was bought cheaper. Very smart. Yes, talk about him if he is smart. And if he is not, then his. He asked me this. That is not my subject. He should ask me the verses. Can ask for a stanza, not $1. So for fun, he has a good heart. So fun, I said. Don't sell it for 100 crores. Why don't you delay it for 15 days and sell it for 125 crores? Then he like it very much. Let us tell you the story of a son of India and his efforts due to God's grace and luck. Some people are preterite, some people are masculinists, some people are prasadists. Please work and make an effort to work. Neither your destiny nor your destiny is difficult. His offerings, his qualities, and his hard work, so 125 crores, a direct profit of 25 crores. Then a problem arose. He told me Bapu there was a problem. He must be thinking that Bapu should have said 150 crore instead of 125 crores. Be satisfied. Satisfaction is nectar. And he said that the additional amount will be spent. As you say, 25 crores. I got it to his. He didn't have it. Don't think of it as magic. I was just making fun. Don't take it the wrong way. But he says to me, you're free to spend. You have the lock of the vault. I have the vault. He has the key. But he doesn't give the keys to his children, but to me, and does as I say. But there is a limit to the age. There should be a limit to the income as well. There should also be a limit to the income as well. Then how much? Be happy. Look, how is the security? Iron room, the iron vault, security of the Hanuman and Rama is caretaker. How to get the money out of it? Ashtavakra says to Janaka that dissatisfaction is poison. So worship these 5 noble verses. Worship tenderness, mercy, satisfaction, and truth. I think this is the need of the world. Everyone should forgive each other. Whatever happened is happened. Stop this. Here in Israel. And here is that. Right now, what kind of request are people making? Leave it. Anyway, forgiveness is the ornament of victor. It's an ornament of victor. They say, go, son, don't worry.
Samshay samidha agini तुलसीदास जी कहते हैं ऐसा यज्ञ करो कि क्षमा की अग्नि में संशयों के समीत को जला दो। प्रेम बारी संशय समिध
The one who asks for forgiveness is great, and the one who forgives is also great. Forgiveness is nectar. Nectar is nectar. Gentle nature. Bowing is nectar. Kindness is nectar. Contentment is nectar. And truth is nectar. These are 5 nectar for the world. These are 5 nectar
of Ashtavakra. So Rama Katha is going on. So we shall try for birth of Rama. Let's try. Shiva is already been differentiated. Now want to do Shiv Katha. Let's head towards Kailash.
परम रम्य। सदा जहाँ शिव याज्ञवल्क्य महाराज तीर्थराज प्रयाग में भरद्वाज जी को शिव चरित्र के बाद, शिव विवाह के बाद कहते हैं,
It feels very good, which let us feel bliss. To him we can call saint. Saint and bliss are pair. In Jainism, saints say, are you in heaven? Are you in heaven? Was, absolutely was. You will come here. And then bliss went away. There is a poetry of Anil from Surat. Still a person haven't reached to another person, and the road is on the way. So still a person haven't reached to another person. We failed, but have heard that the path is being built for a long time. But a man did not reach a man. Gani Dahiwala says, we don't need to go upside, not downside, but inside each other's heart. This is the exact translation of that verse. So the Vedas are root. If the roots are downside, you can dig it, but its roots are in the sky. You cannot dig it. If it is in the earth, people are ready to dig with axe and all to remove roots, but roots of Vedas are upside. You cannot reach it. Today, lot of thing happened.
Bhavani Shankaro Vande Shraddha
yagna vina
So Lord Shiva resides on Kailash. Once Lord Shiva went to the shade of the banyan tree as prescribed by Vedas. Bharadwaj says that the banyan tree on Kailash is not visible to these eyes. We went there and found that there was not even a single leaf of banyan tree. It was just snow and some small vegetation. When we go in the foothills, how can the banyan tree be? But the banyan tree on the peak of Kailash is the banyan tree of faith. Tulsi has also put the elemental meaning of some things. You have to do it. Duryodhana is a person. You have to do its elemental meaning. Yodhan means repeated stubbornness, fighting again and again. It's like when we say the child is stubborn, and Duryodhana, all obstinate people are Duryodhana. You have to do its elemental meaning. Stubborn without any reason. Whoever played Duradana TV series did good. All the characters of the Mahabharata play, thanks to Mr. Chopra. Sir Ram Sagar also did wonderfully in Ramayana, but we can't compare anyone, but Chopra is Chopra and Ramanand is Ramanand. Ramanand Baba had taken me to the studio, said please come once. Shrikant Soni, who played Vishwamitra, Sitaji was sitting aside. It's like that behind the curtains. So Shrikant told me, Bapu, which sages are with me? They keep their cigarette and match inside my ewer. From outside it's ewer, and inside there is cigarette and match. It's like this in films, not in character. In character, the same is inside and outside. Saint Kabir says, one form, inside and outside, there is no other element. It was sung in Mahabharata. Very beautiful, Duryodhan. The name of the stubborn mind is such a stubborn mind which does not even think about its welfare. So much stubborn. The bad system of society is called Dushasan. The bad governance is not good. It is not good governance. And many of you don't know. You must know. Just remember, the Kauravas have a sister, one whose name is Dushila, whose morals are not good. Dushila. And who are the Kauravas? When there is a fall of morals, it's 100 times a fall in morals. The thing of faith came. So I remembered that its meaning should be considered. Shastras are like that. So Shastras are written in such a way that the faith has its glory under which the faith and devotion is sitting.
Parvati याज्ञवल्क्य ये कथा सुनाते हुए भरद्वाज जी से कहते हैं कि एक बार शिव जी एक की छांव में अपने हाथों से आसन बिछा करके बैठे। योग्य अवसर देकर पार्वती शिव के पास जाती है और भगवान शिव ने अपनी प्रिया को आदर के साथ अपने वाम भाग में विराजित किया। गोस्वामी जी जानी प्रिया
One who tells the Ram Katha and listens to it, how his domestic life should be, is described here, the listener and the narrator. One should be under the shade of faith. And secondly, marital life is described. Shivji welcomes his wife, gives her respect. Come sit. In Bamba, Kalidas goes further ahead. But Tulsi has dignity. Kalidas says, Parvati sits on his lap if they are alone. And if she sits on his lap, that's not the problem. But they should be in dignity while in public. The people walk holding hands. We don't have a problem. But no one is going anywhere. Even if you want to run away, she won't let you go. So while alone is different thin. While alone, Rama and Sita are doing each other's makeup. Learn all this from this. How to be married. The wife told the husband that now the limit is reached. The water has come to the nose. You don't have me the nose. You made me very sad. I always has cold. I am going to my father's home. What is the name of the hotel we are living in? Taj, I know, but other? PR, very good. I didn't know I knew Taj only. A child called his father. So his father said, where are you? Traveling. The child said, no, today I am going to PR to meet Bapu. How is your PR is there? The wife said, I am going to my mother's house.
And what these ladies do, when they want to go, they say, I want to go to my mother's, not father's, because she knows her mother did the same. I want to go to my mother's. The man got tired again and again. I will go to my mother's. He said, go. If you want to go, your father just called me. Maybe he tried her, but didn't get through. What's us? So he said, your father called and said your mother went to her mother's after fighting with your father. Now go if you want to go. So she said no. Every time she said, I wanted to go, but a man cannot say go. She will say, why should I go? You brought me here. This is just fun. Otherwise equality. What equality? It went higher than that. So mother's strength became higher and father's strength became poor. So I used to say, Tina, how is mother's strength? Shiva gives respect to his love. Marital life must be like this. There should be an exchange of respect and love towards each other. A man gives love to a woman gives respect to a man. Look at the marital life. A son like Rama will be born. Such a small formula. So Shivaji says, Parvati is in the numbers, says Tulsi, in verses, in numbers, and in body part too. Both are there. Put her in numbers, but Vibhati Bhudar Sudha. The daughter of mountain, but she is not flickering, sits respectfully, and whose lap she was sat. Dev Pagamastakai, in whose hair there are the Ganges of respect. There is a blemish on the full moons, a blemish on the milky moon, whose mind is spotless, sitting in his lap, so she sat on the lap. That kind of story. But I think that when the story would have started, it is not written by Tulsidas Ji. He only wrote, made him sit on his lap. But Talgajarda says that after that, Parvati must have sat facing him, below, because this means one has to inquire about Brahma, how one can sit like this, and even talk. In the story one has to sit facing him, so it's not like the Parvati is sitting, and he was narrating the shlokas. In Katha it is when narrates she catches, guy speaking and ladies listening, and Rishi Bai says that the words speak and music listens, Shiva speaks and Parvati listens, faith speaks and devotion listens, sits like this. The daughter of the mountain wants to ask Lord Rama about a story that will benefit the whole world. That is why she comes and sits with Lord Shiva, pays respect to him, and asks him that in my previous life I had doubts about Rama. I did this, I completed this life, I took another birth, but the Lord still confuses in my mind that Rama is Brahm or a human being. Through Ram Katha, you dispel my doubts. When asked Ram Katha, Parvati as Sati, who disrespected Ram Katha, she was curious for Ram Katha as Parvati. Shiva was pleased, within himself remembering his presiding deity, when he spoke about Parvati's curiosity from Kailash. The first sentence he spoke was this.
Dhanya, dhanya.
One who tells the Ram Katha and listens to it, how his domestic life should be, is described here. The listener and the narrator. One should be under the shade of faith. And secondly, marital life is described.
Shivji welcomes his wife, gives her respect. Come, and on the left side, Kalidas goes further ahead. But Tulsi has dignity. Kalidas says Parvati sat in his lap. There is no problem if she sat on the lap when they were alone. In public, we should be careful. If someone walks around in the market holding hands, we don't have any problem. But nobody is going anywhere, so walk separately. She will not let you go even if you try to run, so walk separately. Solitude is a different thing. In solitude, Rama and Sita were adorning each other, and from this one can learn how a married life should be. The wife told the husband that now it has exceeded the limit. The water has reached the nose. You don't let me have a nose. Made me so sad. I have the cold forever. I'm going to my mother's home. What is the name of the hotel we are in? Taj, I know. But what other PR? I didn't know. I remember only Taj, that child. Called his father, asking where he was going. Traveling. He said, no going to PR to meet Bapu. How come your PR is there? I am going. And approximately what sisters do. They don't say they want to go to their father. They said they want to go to their mother. Because she knows that my mother used to do like this and go. So she said, I want to go to my mother and father. He said, go if you want to go, but your father just called that your mother went to his mother's house. So go if you want to. So she said, now I don't want to go then. She always says she wants to go, but we can't tell her to go. Then she will say, why I should go. You brought me here. So this is otherwise. There is similarity. What similarity? It went over that. Mother power went higher and father power went lower. I always ask to Tina, how is mother power? Shiv respected his beloved. Surely a married life should be like this. There should be an exchange of respect and love for each other. Man should love the woman, and woman should respect the man. Look at this married life. A son like Ram will be born with such a small formula Shivji. So the Parvatiji is in the sequence and body part both. Tulsi says, the daughter of the mountain, she is not fickle, sits with respect, Dev Paga Mastake, in whose hair there is the Ganges of wisdom, wisdom. There is a blemish on the full moon and a blemish on the second day of the moon, whose mind is spotless. So in one part this story was added, but I think that when the story would have started, Tulsidas Ji has not written, he made them sit in the garden itself, but Talgajarda says that after that, Parvati must have turned face to face below, because in other words, one has to inquire about Rama, how one can sit like this and talk as well. In the story one has to turn face to face, because Katha is like doing the Brahma curiosity. It doesn't look good. Shiva sings verses, and she is sitting at the side, face to face. Shiva speaks, and Parvati listens, and trust speaks, and devotion listens. She sat like this. The daughter of the mountain wants to ask Lord Rama a story that will benefit the whole world. That is why she comes and sits with Lord Shiva and asks him that in my previous life I had doubts about Rama. I did this. This is done. I completed this life and I took another birth. But the Lord still confuses in my mind that Rama is Brahm or a human being. Through Ramkatha, you dispel my doubts. When asked Ramkatha, Parvati as Sati, who disrespected Ramkatha, she was curious for Ramkatha as Parvati. Shiva was pleased within himself. Remembering his presiding deity, when he spoke about Parvati's curiosity from Kailash, the first sentence he spoke was this. A capable Ramayani, our Amardas Bapu from Kharawala is no more. This is his Bageshwari. I heard it for the first time from him. Little Amardas Babu used to narrate beautiful tales with small symbols in his hand. Over his beard, he did beautiful katha. I immediately remember this Babaji in Bhairavi.
यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति अभ्युत्थानम् तदात्मानं तव तव प्रभु परित्राणाय विनाशाय च धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय तव तव
Shiva said, "You're great, you're great. There is no benefactor like you in the world. You asked such a story that Ganga, which purifies the whole world. The penance of one person made Ganga flow from my hair. But that happened only on the land of India, among them 3 special places, Haridwar, Prayag, Gangasagar. But which Katha you are asking from me? She is the Ganga who purifies the whole world. So you are benevolent, you have done a great favor to the world. You are great, you are great. In the story, the Supreme Soul, whom he makes a liturgical and makes a form, Shiva has thanked him. That is why I thank you, Goddess. Even after one birth, you are asking whether Rama is Brahm or human being. That I can't understand." I can't understand, though there is no grief, attachment, and doubt like before. Shiva says, "Still, I don't like one thing about you, that you are still doubting. What is Rama? Listen, the one who walks without legs, works without hands, sees everything without eyes, smells everything without Garanendra. He speaks without his mouth, he speaks without tongue, he enjoys the omnijuous without his mouth, without the body touching everyone. Such a God whose supernatural cause is there, whose glory even the Vedas cannot describe. Such a God was realized from the formless. The person was pervasive from the Supreme Soul himself. The Father of the world came to someone's house as a son because of the love of the devotees. Goddess, God becomes corporeal from the incorporeal. There is no reason for it. Yet, whenever there is harm to religion, there is an increase in the demons, lowly and arrogant people, and so much immorality happens in the world that it is difficult to describe. In such a situation, God incarnate, Goswami Ji's verse.
सब भ्रष्टाचारा विधि त्रासही
देश निकासही जो कह
Shiva says, Goddess, in such circumstances, God descends to earth in different forms according to country, time, and character. No one can say that this is the only reason why Rama was born, even though there are some reasons that apply to the media world and not to God. So that is why it is said, there is no reason he is having fun. He doesn't like to be alone. That's why, to play, he comes to the worldly playground. The first reason for Rama's birth was told to Parvati by Shiva. It was battle and victory. Second reason was widow Vrunda. Third reason was Naradji. Naradji cursed him. The fourth reason was that Manushatrupa got the blessing that we will come to your house as a son. The fifth and final reason was King Pratap Bhanu was cursed by the Brahmins. These are 5 reasons. What is that? Go a little deeper into it. Words, touch, form, and taste. And these are the 5 such things, out of which Rama can also appear and Ravan can also appear. This is the story of the arrival of Rama for 5 reasons, and also Ravana in front of it. The word is also such a medium that if someone speaks such a word, then Rama will appear. And if someone expresses such a word, then Ravan of ego can also appear in front of him. Here the reason of the 5 senses were given as the reasons. In translation, Gorakhpur cannot say much about it. Gorakhnath can say more. The commentary that Gorakhpur did, wonderful work, Gita Press. Today in every household delivered Ramcharitmanas, thanks to Gita Press. But what about between the line? That's Angan Angan Alag Jagaya Rajendra Shukla, says Rajendra Bapu. So these 5 senses, word, form, taste, smell, touch. Through this, Ravana can also be born. If one says such a word that Rama appears within us, then Ravana can be born as the Sam utters such word. Which transfer of the word started between Jai Vijay and Sharad Kumars, it took form of art due to the words, so Jai, Vijay got cursed to become demon. Therefore Ravana also, if this discussion wouldn't have happened, in the room of the womb, the Rama incarnation wouldn't have happened. So word is the center. Second is touch the wife of Jalandhar, Vrinda. To break faithfulness of wife, the Vishnu took the form of Jalandhar and cheated Vrinda. Vrinda thought he is my husband. Felt he was my husband, he was Vishnu, and Vishnu would have touched him by becoming Jalandhar. And there is touch and created Ravana. That touch caused the incarnation of Rama. Where did Jalandhar Ravan become the third form? Naradji got trapped in the form of Vishwa Mohini, and the result was that Narada cursed. He said to Rama, you have to take human form and tell the people of Shiva that if we'll become Ravana and Kumbhakaran, that touch, someone's touch, awakens Rama in us. Someone's touch can create Ravana. In what form? To initiate the 5 senses. So Ramkatha teaches us how to initiate these senses. Bhakti Rasmanu and Shatrupa performed penance, chanted bhajans, God, and because of that feeling, Lord Rama appeared and said, I will become a son in your house in Ayodhya. And the 5th reason is smell. So many Brahmins were called by Pratap Bhanu to eat, and a conspiracy was hatched. Innocent Pratap Bhanu went, and the demon who made the kitchen added things like meat, which the Brahmins could not eat, their Talgajarda smells. The food that will have been made, its smell, and this smell is the cause of Ravana. So our 5 senses can reveal Ravana or Ram. So 5 these things are written. In the end, Pratap Bhanu became Ravana, Arimardhan became Kumbhakaran, Dharma Ruchi, who was his minister, became Vibhishana, who was born from the womb of another mother. The 3 brothers performed severe penance and received the inaccessible, rare boon, and this blessed Ravana abused the blessings he received, began to loot the wealth of the world, and began to hunt for beauty. Ravana overwhelmed the whole congregation and filled the whole world filled with corruption. Goswamiji had to write.
Brahma Anuma Brahma Sabjana
Due to the terror of Ravana, the earth trembled. Taking the form of a cow, she went to the sages and started crying, "O sage, save me." The sages said in front of the terror of Ravana, "Our contemplation also has stopped. We cannot even think. So much fear entered our mind. Then what to do? Go to the gods." All went to the gods, and the gods said that Ravana keeps Gada in his hand. When he comes, we hide in the cave of Miru. We cannot fight Ravana, and we feel that if our good deeds start ending, then what should we do? Where to go for this global problem? Then the earth, the gods, and the sages all went to Brahma. "O grandfather, you and Shiva together gave a boon to Ravana, and today this is our condition."
ब्रह्मा सब जाना और मन अनुमान, और कहा कि अपने बस की बात नहीं। हे पृथ्वी, तू जिसकी दासी है, हम भी उसी के सेवक है, परम तत्व के। हम सब मिलकर के उसको हरि व्यापक
In the movement of God, Brahma can only guess. He cannot give judgment. Brahma is very intelligent, but predictably, because whose story is there has policy, so can be guessed only.
Hello.
And said that it is not a matter of your control, O earth, whose handmaid you are. We are also the servants of him, of the supreme element. We all together call out to him that, O God, take us out of this problem. The reception of Lord Brahma, Mahadev, is also there. All the gods, saints and sages, and the whole earth is representing us all in the form of cows. And Shiva was asked to praise Lord Brahma. Everyone said, "Where should we go?" Go to Saket and praise, go to Vaikunt and praise, or go to Sharsindhu. All the places of Lord Vishnu were described. Everyone expressed their feelings with great tenderness, as per the indication of Bhagavad. All went to Kshir Sindhu on the seashore. But here Goswamiji brings a special thing, that Mahadev. When Mahadev was asked where to call God, Mahadev said, "Grandfather, whatever you decide, you are our elder. You take any decision. You're the one to whom we question." But Shiva said that if you have asked, then I will only say this much.
पालन सुर धरणी अद्भुत करणी अद्भुत जाने कोई सो सदृपाया दीन दया सीताराम राम राम सीता राम राम राम
A listener has written a letter that, Bapu, are we going to meet today? Today we will meet at 4:30 here. Until the Katha is going on, how should I complete it? This is my God who does complete it for all. Don't worry, 10 minutes within 10-15 minutes.
धर्म धुरंधर गुण निधि ज्ञानी हृदय भगति मति एक भाई निज दुख सुख सब धर्म धीर सुख
Shiva says that Brahma, the gods, the earth, the gods, the sages, God is all pervasive, He is God, He is all pervasive, there is no need for any translation for Him, no need for any difference of direction, no need of any difference of time, only difference of sentiment. If we have love in us, then God will appear here. Call with love, and He will appear here. Everyone liked this about Lord Shiva, praised Him, and in the presence of Brahma, they called out to God. The whole existence called out to the Lord to free us from the problem, and Goswamiji wrote its praise, 2 or 3 stanzas of these.
Yoga lagana
Everyone called out to God, and a voice from the sky said, "Have patience. Though there is no reason for my incarnation, still there is some reason. There is some cause. I will appear in Ayodhya with a part in the house of King Dashrath. Have some patience." Everyone got calm. Everyone became happy. Brahma told the gods. He said that if God will come in the form of a human being, then we gods should reach first to serve the Lord in the form of monkeys. And by becoming monkeys and bears, the gods became monkey form from their parts. All came to earth and waited for God. And here Goswamiji takes us towards birthplace of Rama,
Towards Ayodhya, where King Dashrath there is universal rule, writes Goswami while introducing himself as a Vadapati.
ऐसी
Introducing Maharaj Dashrath, he writes, Master of Dharma, he is Master of Dharma, he is a treasure of virtues, he is a treasure of virtues, he is also a wise man, and his devotion is also in the stages of attaining sarang, means karma yoga, jnana yoga, and bhakti yoga. So Avdapati is the combination of these three forms, his beloved queens like Kaushalya. They have holy conducts. It was divine marital life. But there was a difficulty, and that was he had no son. If the society has a problem going to the king, but the king himself is suffering from the problem, then to whom he tells this pain, then he steps towards the Gurudwara. It means that when from anywhere, if we don't get the answer to our problem, India shows us the way to go to our Gurudwara. Go to the Guru's door and say, Dashrath ji goes to our Vasishtha ji door with the of joys and sorrows and says to Vasishtha ji, Baba, please tell me once whether I have the destiny to have the happiness of a son or not. If it is not there, then I have no worries. But I have one worry, that with of me, the Suryavansh and Raghuvansh will end. There are no decedents. Vasishtha ji smiled and said, Maharaj, I have been curious for a long time, that if you are curious, then he would come to your house as a Brahmin child. But you are late, but there is no reason to worry. Become patient. Not one you will become the father of 4 sons, and by the grave of God. The king was pleased to have such sons. Vasishtha ji said that a yagna has to be conducted. He called Putrakamesh, Shringi, Putrakam yagya sacrifices in the yagna. With the last sacrifice, the yagna man came out of the yagna kund in the form of fire and gave then prasad of pudding to Vasishtha ji. He said that Vasishtha ji, transfer the king, give the prasad kheer and to your queens. Divide the equal portion and give it, you will get 4 sons. Dashrath ji came to his temple after taking prasad from the hands of Vasishtha ji, and he called his 3 queens and gave prasad. Half of it was given to Kaushalya ji, half to 5th of pudding given to Kaikeyi, and half to 5th given to Sumitra by the hands of Kaikeyi and Kaushalya. By this divine prasad, all 3 queens became pregnant. Goswami ji says that saints give meaning that in the room of elegant Kaushalya, elegant son, Rama will be born. Kaikeyi seems shrill. In her home, the sage Bharat will appear, and Sumitra is stunning. In his room, both the stunning sons Lakshmana and Shatrughna will appear. The queen were pregnant. They started becoming knowledgeable. Days started passing. Goswami ji says that some time passed. God himself came in Kaushalya womb. God is all powerful. If he wants, he can do anything. So God entered in the womb of the mother. Divine consciousness has descended. Time has passed, and the opportunity to appear to the Lord is near. Tulsi writes,
योग लगन ग्रह बार तिथि सकल सकल अनुकूल हो गए और चराचर हर्षयुक्त राम जन्म सुख की जड़ है। और गोस्वामी जी कहते परमात्मा के प्रागट्य की वो क्षण वो पल निकट आई। और तुलसीदास जी कहते हैं
Yoga, astrology, planet, day, date, and almanac became favorable, and all living beings were filled with joy, because Rama was born as an inanimate object. And Tulsidas Ji gives a special indication that these are the 5 ways to achieve God. This is the almanac of attainment, this almanac of God's manifestation. God is also obtained through yoga. Any yogi can attain God. While doing meditation, attain that God. So it's not like that. Only by this was only Rama will be obtained. By 5 senses, yogi will attain God. Don't say that only by this we can obtain. Don't pinpoint any weapon. Love. Someone may start falling in love, and even if I love his name, I may still find God. Mira starts falling in love.
करने का अमल 1 मिनट मालकांश 4:30 થી આગળ નહીં જઈએ તમે કેટલું કહેતા करने का अमल और हर को सिमर करने का अमल और हर को सिमर उत्पात न कर उत्पात न ये जन्म तुझे अनमोल मिला दिल्ली के मरहूम शायद जिसका तखल्लुस था दिल, उसकी ये गजल है। कंपोज की है बारड़ा सनातन आश्रम के दयानंद स्वामी, उसका कंपोजिशन है बालकोश में। मैं बैठा था और उसने गाया। करने का अमर और हर उत्पात ये दुख जो तुझको मिलता है ये तुझको मिलता है निज कर्म का लेखा चुकता है निज कर्म का लेखा चुकता है जो पहले दिया सो मिलता है जो पहले दिया सो मिलता है फरियाद कर फरियाद कर फरियाद कर फरियाद कर फरियाद
How beautiful. We sang less, right? Jalota ji sang beautifully. I couldn't understand. I do not get it. She is the one brought up in the villas and became a female monk. Mira. If one is inclined towards devotion, then even devotion can help one attain God. Devotion is needed, Yog. Devotion, planet, planet, planet means the grace of some enlightened person helps one attain God. Shabri Guru told Shabri, don't go anywhere from here. My time has come. I will attain Nirvana. You remain sat. So by asking your address, God will come to your hut. By this devotion of Sabri got Rama. So we have nothing to do but the grace of anyone from the planet. Var, the matter of grace is over. Then by Var means trust on the grace. Bhojal said to Trikamji, will come by the trust. By faith, God and guest mean guest. Both God and guest, their time to come is not decided. The God will come in the form of guest. How to prove it? Matradev Bhav means mother is God. Pitradev Bhav means the father is God. Acharya, teacher, guru, whoever considers him as God, these three, then Atithi Devo Bhav means guest is God.
Like God came to Saint Jalaram as guest, so Matrudev Bhava, Jalaram Bapa Pitrudev Bhav, Guru Devo Bhava, Guru Bhojalram Bapa. God came to a compound of Jalaram Bapa by taking the form of a guest saint in Virpur. So there are many ways to attain God, and here all five became comfortable.
करतो कोनिया नाजिर करे तो कोनिया मन ने कहीं खबर क्या रे प्रभा ભાવનગરથી ભવનાથ જાઓ સાહેબ, જે નરસિંહને તો વાત કરે નાજીર કરે, ક્યારે થયું પ્રભાત, જાગીને જોગ તો રેન્જ દેખો ભાવનગરથી ભવનાથ. ક્યારે થયું પ્રભાત મને કઈ નાઝીર ને ખબર છે કે અમર તારી जात। नाजिर कहता मुझे इतना पता है कि हम तो मरण धर्मा है, अमरत्व तू है ना। टीना टीना ઓલાને એમ થાય કે ક્યાં સુધી લાંબુ કરશે, ક્યારનો બિચારો આ બધું જોયા જ કરે છે, ટગર ટગર કે આને ક્યાં સુધી લાંબુ કરવું છે। હવે એના માનમાં મારે જલ્દી પૂરું કરવું જોઈએ બિચારો, કારણ કે મને કોની વાત કરતો કાંઈ ખબર નથી, ક્યારે થઈ ગઈ બપોર મને કાંઈ ખબર નથી। હેલો બીજી છે કોની જાત મને કઈ મરવામાંથી જે બચ્યા એ કોઈના માર્યા મરે નહીં। અમે જાણ્યું કે તમારું જીવન બાગ જેવું છે। કોણે કહ્યું કે હસવાથી ફૂલડા બન કુસુમિત, जिसका जीवन पल्लवित हो, कुसुमित, એને રોજ રામનવમી બન કુસુમિત ગિરિઘન મનિયારા।
Goswamiji says silver age, Chaitra month, Shukla Paksh, 9th day, midday sun and Tuesday, which are all signs of the God's appearance. On the 9th day, the God will appear Navami Shankar Manang, 9th day. If you learn to bow down, you will meet God. So learn to bow down to God with Hanuman Ishwar. Learn to bow down to God. Navami Shankar Man Navami, 9th day man should only learn to bow down, learn to greet Rama element. Navami Bhomvar means Tuesday. Think of others good. Make a resolution to do good to others too. Rama will appear. On the 9th day, Madhu month, the season of spring. Spring is the king of seasons, and king of seasons is faith. Shraddha Ratu Basant, the one who has faith. The Rama is in their house. The 9th day, Madhu month, Punita. As much as your body is pure, that much God near to you. Speech pure, ears pure, nose pure, touch as much as we are pure. That much God near to you. The 9th day, Madhu month Awadpuri. Awadpuri means non-violent life, life without any enemy, life without struggle, life without violence, darker fortnight, lighter time of the life, life with light. While life and as much there is love for thee, that much the God is near. Midday, who lucky he will get the God, as some people say that he is lucky. And whenever something bad happens, they say his days are turned, the sun of midday. It's not hot or cold, not happy, not say. At the time of evening, there is not much cold or heat. In Norway, there is always Ram Navami, and there is always sun everywhere, so midday. If you balance yourself, then you can meet God. Middays keep the balance between hot and cold. Who spends his every minute in holy, who does holy thinking, who has holy dreams, holy emotions, who gives his calmness to Rama, not urgency. While praising God, the gods started moving towards their own abode, and the world residence which resides in the whole world, or the whole world in which it resides, such a Brahm, such a God, such a God, such a Rama, such a supreme element, such a God, whatever you want to say, congratulations, that God started lighting in the room of Mother Kaushalya, and the incarnation of God started appearing, and the Goswamiji started dancing and singing.
Bhāe pragata kripāla dīna dayāla kaushalya hitāra adhika mantāri muni manhāri adbhut purvariya lochanaya bhirama tangan निज आयुध भुज धारी भूषण वन माला नयन विसारा शोभा सिंधु ब्रह्मांड निकाया निर्मित माया रोम रोम प्रति कथा सुहाई मातु बुझाई ये ही प्रकार सुख प्रेम रहे माता पुनि बोली
सोमति मोही तजहु कातयरु
की जैसी सुनीलायति प्रिय शीला सुख भये प्रगट कृपाला दीन दयाला
Light was seen in the house of Mother Kaushalya. Light was seen being shaped in the form of Chaturbuj Mother has darshan of the God in whose limbs the universe is hanging. Such an ultimate element is in my house today. Mother started praising how I praise you. You are beyond money, knowledge, affection, everything. Mother got knowledge. God smiled and God said that, Mother, why have I come? He told the whole thing that this is my incarnation. And after that, the mother said, God, you told us in our previous birth that we will come to your house in human form and come as sons. Sorry, you did not come in human form and did not come as a son. Because you are angry, I want God in human form. I want you in human form, not in the form of God. Then he said, I do not feel human. She said, no, man does not have 4 hands. You should have 2 hands. God made 2 hands and said, now I look like a human being. Yes, you seem to be a human being, but you seem like a father. You do not look like a son. Then he said, how small would a newborn child be? You become small. That is called Valab, tradition. In confirmation, the worshipper Vaishnav makes God small according to his desire and brought Ladu and Gopal to Nand-Kishore. God, this is called confirmation. The God should become small according to the wish of Vaishnav. Otherwise, how will this enormous form come in the lap of Yashoda? But this is confirmation. God becomes what the seeker wants it to be. So, God becomes small? Asked Kaushalya ji now. Said asked him to become smaller. The town is too far. More smaller. God became such small, like a child, like newborn baby. God became that smaller. After becoming that smaller, he asks Kaushalya ji, Mother, see, now I become a child. He said, I become a child, but he talks to the elders. The child doesn't talk. The child cries. Then you should cry too. The Lord said, why should I weep? He said, the whole world that comes in the bond of your illusion is crying. So you also experience crying. Just put a price on that. Nazir said so much in simple words. He wrote a book. Very good. When I raise my hands, I say this thing often in villages. Who doesn't understand anything I used to say these? Laxman Patel and Parvat Patel. He thinks whatever the Bapu says must be the verses. And I also kept going. If I raise my hands, then your kudai is not far. I ask, and then you give, that is not acceptable to me. Then Patels gets very happy with what verses Bapu is singing. Oh, come on, these are not verses. I want to be seen, but you don't want to see me. Then decide today if you're there or me. Bapu done amazing. Bapu does amazing katha. They don't understand, but it gets inside them. Drop by drop, the lake gets filled. And with little stones, the wall can be built. Das amar nich, Ramne bhajta, das amarthai. Oh insect, please chant the name of God. Bapu sings, amazing, different peoples have asked in a bowl for flour. So there are different kinds of flour we receive. Like wheat, corn, and millet bread cannot be made with that. But we can make good dokla with that. When you put fermentation in it, it makes good dokla. Nowadays, the fermentation also comes quickly and doesn't take overnight. There is some masala. I said, let's make dokla. But I said, I am living tomorrow morning. So how can fermentation be done without putting it overnight? Within half an hour, the dokla is ready. Don't eat that dokla. I fear that. When that worm becomes a snack, we don't know. The one who has done overnight austerity inside the bowl of brass, that fermentation, and in the morning our mothers put it on the plate and put it on the stove and then make the pieces. I remember Mother Savitri then giving one of the pieces and giving us some oil in the saucer. Boys eat the oil and dokla. We have seen that kind of days where there is only dokla and oil to eat. And this is the result. Sir, today we have 56 bogs, so someone's blessings are working. Seen those days too. There is nothing, sir. Nothing. Only dokla and some chili. I slept after eating dokla. But I used to have very good sleep those days. Where did that person go? But he went away. I liked it when he was standing there. I wanted him to stand there. Where is he? But he is talking to someone. It seems good from here. A few days ago, there was a very good scene. But you sit down. Why are you asking for him? He is having a good talk. So after mixing everything, I am serving dokla of Savitri. Means in front of you, we have only this. Taken from here, taken from there. But all this went on with name of God. Then he told God that the child does not speak, he cries. And when he cried, At the same time, a revolution happened, says Goswami Ji.
रोदन ठाना होई बालक सुर होई यह चरित गावई हरि मन भावई तेन परहि भवई तेन परहि प्रधेनु लीन मनुज अवतार निज इच्छा निर्मित तनु माया सियावर रामचंद्र प्रिय राधावर कृष्ण प्रिय उमापति महादेव प्रिय हो पवन सुत प्रिय हो बोलो सब माँ कौशल्या के अंक में बाल रूप में राम जी रोने लगे। शिशुरुदन सुनते ही अगल बगल में अन्य रानियों का महल था, इसमें से रानियां दौड़ाई और सुनी शिशुरुदन परम प्रिय बानी। सबको भ्रम हुआ कि कौशल्या जी ने प्रसव की पीड़ा की कोई शिकायत तक नहीं की और ये बालक रो रहा है। अचानक सब गए, अनुपम बालक कौशल्या के गोद में रो रहे। दासियां दौड़ी, आनंद मगन पूर्ववासियों को पता लगने लगा और दास लोग दौड़े। दशरथ जी के दरबार में जाकर दासों ने कहा, बधाई हो महाराज। किस बात की बधाई? बोले हमारी कौशल्या महारानी ने पुत्र को जन्म दिया, बधाई हो बधाई हो। और तुलसी कहते हैं दशरथ जी ने जब सुना, दशरथ पुत्र जनम ब्रह्मानंद जाकर नाम गुणत शुभ होई मोरे गुरु वशिष्ठ गए आए विजन सहित अन परमानंद
When Dashrath ji heard about the birth of a son, his first reaction, his first experience was of Brahmanand, because Vashisht had said that Brahm will come to your home as a child. This was Brahmanand. He started thinking that by just hearing the name of the one who's so auspicious, what will happen if he chants it? Only a saint knows. But just listening to it may bring something auspicious. That ultimate element has come to my home. How can it be decided that it is the supreme element? Call the Guru quickly. Only the Guru will be able to decide. Vashisht ji has come with the Brahmins, and when he explained in a sign that the Brahm element has come to your house in the form of a child.
Chatuparamanand Puri
King Dashrath started experiencing ecstasy, inviting the musicians to celebrate, and celebrations of Rama's birth started all over Ayodhya, this world institution created to free the world from violence, to establish peace, where there is no talk of war. Today, Rama was born in this world institution as in Ayodhya, which was created to free the world from violence. Rama is appearing. I congratulate all of you and the whole world from the premises of this institution and with emotion.
जय जय श्री रामचंद्र अवध के दुलारे
जय जय श्री रामचंद्र अवध के दुलारे
हे अवध में आनंद भयो
जय रघुवर लाल
हे दीनों में आनंद भयो
जय रघुवर लाल की
जय रघुवर लाल की
जय 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 रघुवर लाल की
जय जय रघुवर लाल की
जय जय रघुवर लाल की
जय जय रघुवर लाल की जय जय रघुवर लाल की जय जय रघुवर लाल की
Joy has spread all around, and between that another news came.
कई कई सुता सुमित्रा दो
Maharani Kekai gave birth to a son, quadruple congratulations were given, and another piece of news came. Sumitra Maharani also has given birth to 2 sons, and congratulations were sung for a month in Ayodhya. As it was like the sun was not setting, the celebration went on for a month. Then Rama was born in the age of 3. Then the program went on for a month. I took only 1 additional hour from you, 1.5 o'clock to 2.5 o'clock. To all of you from this stage of the World Organization, congratulations on the birth of the Rama. Congratulations. And at last,
तो हरे राम 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 एक मिनट हरे राम 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 सीता राम राम हरे राम मार दिया जा कि अब छोड़ दिया जा बोल तेरे साथ बोल तेरे साथ हरे राम 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 बधाई हो हरे राम 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 सीता राम 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 हरे राम हरे राम राम कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Pavana Tanaya Sankat Harana Sita Sahita Vasaru Sura Hanumanji Maharaj Priya.
I took one additional hour from you. I am sorry, forgive me. But I had to reach the birth of Rama. Today's story is being stopped. And today you have already suffered more than 1 hour. So do not come to meet me today. Take rest. You all take rest. Tomorrow evening. At 5 o'clock we will meet. And tomorrow at the time of the meeting, Mayur. Where is Mayur? Mayur, is it decided? Here is a local group who does Bhangra very well. So when you meet me tomorrow at 5 in the evening, we will have fun. Then Mayur is enough. Mayur is the incarnation of Bhangra. But tomorrow, whatever happens, everyone will meet and we will enjoy. So today's story is taking a break here. Kudos to all of you.
Jai Siya Ram. बार बार राम जन्म की बधाई हो, बधाई हो, बधाई हो. भाव से बोलो. रामचंद्र भगवान प्रिय बाल कृष्ण भगवान प्रिय सद्गुरु भगवान प्रिय नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर